and welcome to my vlog. My name is Erin, and this is the top 12 worst tropes in romance. I will be doing an additional video on the best tropes, but for now we're gonna bitch. Everything on this list is just my personal opinion, so if you don't agree with it, that is totally cool. It's all very subjective and just for fun. I'm going to add a content warning to this just because I have some strong feelings. So, on with the video! Number 1, the alpha hole. These guys are basically human garbage dressed up in a hot body. I don't care how much better the author makes him, if he can't respect people from the get-go, I'm not going to root for him. I don't care if he has a tragic past, that is not an excuse for being an asshole to every human. I want someone who is actually a hero. Someone who might still struggle to do right, but they try. If they're not good at their core, I don't personally want to read about them. If the only person that they are nice to is someone that they want to fuck, they can fuck right off the page. Number 2, romanticizing abuse. Why? Why? I don't understand why this is a thing. It shows up in so many forms in media, and I am so tired. Stalking, possessiveness, jealousy, mistrust are not romantic. Please stop writing it that way. I have read too many stories where the heroine gets raped, and it's not even written as a bad thing. It's meant to be romantic, that the hero forces her, that he ignores her protests, that he does whatever the fuck he wants anyways. I hate it. I hate it so much. And every time it appears in a book, I just want to hurl it into a wall and set it on fire. Number 3, secret baby. Secret baby usually rears its head when the heroine gets knocked up. The hero leaves for some reason, heroine finds out they're pregnant, and just never says anything. Listen, if you don't have enough respect to tell someone that you had their child, or you don't feel that you are safe to tell them or able to tell them for whatever reason, that's probably not a person that you should be in a relationship with. Just saying. Number 4, second chance romance. I'm not 100% opposed to second chance romance, only if the reason that they were separated is beyond their control, if they were happy and functional and in love at the time of the separation. What I don't like is the repairing of couples who broke up for a damn good reason. It does not make sense to me to get back together with someone that you have such a volatile relationship with. Plus, you can often run into the issue of part of the story just being skipped. The characters already have this previous relationship that the readers were not a part of, and so sometimes it can feel like you're jumping into the middle of their story. Number 5, pregnancy. Specifically as a way to start, fix, or grow the relationship. Babies are work. They are stressful and expensive and exhausting. Do not treat them like a ball and chain so that someone can't leave the relationship. Babies do not fix relationships, and they should never be used as a tactic to try to save one. Number 6, painful virgin sex. People, if sex is hurting, something is wrong. There are lots of reasons why sex might be painful, and it probably should not just be brushed aside. It is not a necessary, mandatory part of this experience. If something is uncomfortable because you're not used to it, that is very different. But legit pain means you should stop what you are doing. Maybe the characters need more foreplay. Maybe one of them has a condition that makes sex painful. Whatever the reason, I do not want to be reading about characters screaming in pain or bleeding just so a penis gets to have a good time. This does not really apply to people who have pain kinks. You do you. Generally, when your body's hurting, it wants you to quit what you're doing. Sex should not hurt. And it literally hurts my soul that this is so prevalent in romance novels and in so much media. Virgins deserve better. So much better. Number 7, sex is magical and heals and fixes everything. Relationships can help people. I am not disputing that. But a penis is not a magic wand. Popping one into a vagina is not going to cure your depression or your PTSD or whatever the character has going on. It doesn't work in the reverse either. A vagina is not a magical cave of wonders where all your problems will be solved. If your characters are getting busy and their depression is cured, their skin is cleared, and their crops are watered, I'm gonna have to call shenanigans on that. Number 8, creepily early I love yous. Please don't tell someone that you just met that you love them. That's a very, very large red flag. I would be afraid. Not swooning. Insta-lust is fine. That happens all the time. But relationships take time to build and love takes time to develop. If your characters are tossing around the I love you after a first date, I'm gonna be backing away slowly. Number 9, unrealistic or confusing sex positions. I've got a pretty good imagination, but sometimes when I am reading these books, I am just confused as fuck. I have come across some weird stuff just in standard romance, not even in like erotica or like anything kink specific. Probably the weirdest 2 that I can recall is they had sex on horseback while the horse was running. And the other was sex on like this floating island of seaweed in the ocean. And my only thought is, why? Why would you write this? Do you know how sex works? Do you understand basic anatomy? Do you understand that these things do not sound comfortable, let alone pleasurable? Now, there's plenty of creativity that you can be putting into your sex scenes, but readers should be able to tell what's going on and not be recoiling away from the page. Number 10, the jealous ex. We get it. Every single ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever is a horrible evil monster. Except then it becomes hard to judge if the hero or heroine is just attracting human garbage or if they're the issue in this equation. Always happens, the jealous ex still holds a torch for your character and tries to sabotage their love because they're evil. Guys, this is boring. I'm tired of the jealous harpy coming for the sweet simpering heroine. Pretty much everyone, once they get into dating, is someone's ex. Not all exes are monsters. They are regular people who prove to be incompatible. Obviously, some exes suck. Some people suck, so naturally some exes are also going to suck. But not every single one that shows up in this genre, please. Number 11, I have run out of fingers, so I'm not going to hold any up anymore. Skewed power dynamics. This falls a little bit into romanticizing abuse only because it is so easy for it to happen with this trope. The person in the lower position of power has their ability to say no reduced. They might be afraid to lose their job, or the person in the higher position could use their resources against them. Literally any number of things. Even if the person in lower power wants this relationship, it's not equal. It's not safe for them to exit if they just suddenly decide they don't want to be in it anymore. And it often just makes me very uncomfortable for that fact. There needs to be an effort to equalize these characters, and I'm not saying make them both billionaires or whatever, but there needs to be respect, and everyone in the relationship needs to feel safe and heard. Number 12, pairing the slut and the virgin. Let's be honest. Most of the time, it's going to be a super slutty dude and the quiet, pristine virgin girl in this scenario. I do not buy that the dude is just going to stop doing what he's doing because he has popped his penis into this magical virgin vagina. To be clear, I don't care if characters have multiple partners, but when you get to the point that you are starting to lose count, why are you seeking out a virgin character? I'm going to be skeptical. I have heard of dudes in real life, through friends and friends of friends, that are basically like virgin whisperers. They know how to work and manipulate these girls and are basically collecting virginities. And it's gross. That is what I think of when this trope rolls around. I read it as a conquest waiting to happen, not the foundation of a real relationship. I was almost tempted to add love triangles to this list, but then it occurred to me that I've never personally read a love triangle in a romance novel. At least not where one person is legitimately into both. There might be more than one person who wants to date the main character, but they're not into both parties. Unless it's a polyamorous story, which is totally different. Otherwise, I think it's a thing that tends to happen more in general fiction or in YA romance. I've never read it in an adult romance, because I think it kind of undermines the whole happily ever after requirement of the genre. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you'd like to be notified as soon as I upload, then ring that bell. Please let me know what your most hated tropes are in the comments, and if you have any book recommendations that don't include any of these, please feel free to leave them there as well. All my social media links will be in the description below. Both of my books, Olympian Confessions, Hades and Persephone, and Olympian Confessions, HERA, are available in ebook and paperback. You can check out their links on my website. I'll see you all next week with another video. Bye!